When the Edwards Aquifer hit its highest level ever in 1992, were there springs and seeps that were previously unknown about that appeared? And did the land look differently suddenly? Yes, the Edwards Aquifer reached its highest recorded level in 1992, particularly during the spring and summer, due to exceptional rainfall in late 1991 and early 1992. This event caused the water table to surge dramatically across the San Antonio and Barton Springs segments of the aquifer system. Confirmed, 1992, Edwards Aquifer Peak, J17 Monitoring Well, San Antonio. Peaked at 703.3 feet MSL, mean sea level, in May 1992. This remains the highest recorded level for this key index well. Comal and San Marcos Springs discharges surged. Comal Springs approached 500 CFS and San Marcos Springs exceeded 200 CFS, both near record highs. This was a pluvial recharge year in which the aquifer was supersaturated. Land features observed during the 1992 high water event 1. Reemergence of historical wetlands and seeps landowners, and researchers reported the reappearance of wetlands and seeps on ranch lands, particularly in Bezar, Comal, Hayes, and Medina counties. Shallow soil depressions became seasonally saturated, creating ephemeral wetlands and vernal pools. Some areas along the Balcones Escarpment, especially near San Antonio, New Braunfels, and San Marcos, exhibited wetland-like vegetation growth that hadn't been seen in decades. Appearance of temporary springs. New and reactivated springs were reported due to the rising potentiometric surface. New seep springs along Cibolo Creek, Dry Comal Creek, York Creek headwaters, Salado Creek tributaries. In eastern Medina County and the western edge of Bexar County, several ranchers reported water flowing from dry creek beds and bluffside seeps for the first time in memory. 3. Inundated sinkholes and caves. Karst features such as sinkholes and solution cavities filled with water in areas typically dry. Aquifer-fed cave systems such as Bracken Cave and other minor caves around the recharge zone experienced temporary rising pools and increased humidity and fog-like conditions at entrances. Specific reports and areas of interest location phenomenon. Observed in 1992, Comal Springs flow reached near record levels, flooding nearby lowlands Purgatory Creek and Sesame Creek, San Marcos. Temporary increase in flow, possibly fed by reactivated seeps Salado Creek, San Antonio. Stronger than normal base flow and brief surface resurgence Bracken. Bat Cave higher humidity and water table flooded lowest interior points Medina Valley. Ranch lands ephemeral marshes and increased mosquito breeding grounds Southwest Travis County. Short-lived springs and unusual saturation in upland soils. Scientific and anecdotal sources USGS, TWDB, and Edwards Aquifer Authority all document the 1992 high as an anomaly in aquifer data records. Local newspapers, San Antonio Express News, Austin American Statesman, in 1992-1993, documented sudden spring activity and ranchers reporting lost water returning to dry spots. Biologists and hydrologists noted temporary return of endangered salamanders and wetland plants, especially near San Marcos Springs and lesser-known tributaries. Why did this happen in 1992? Exceptional rainfall in 1991-1992, especially during El Niño conditions. The aquifer had already been high from good recharge in the late 1980s. There was relatively low pumping pressure compared to modern demands, allowing a more full expression of the water table's rise. Interested in a map? I can generate a historical spring emergence map or simulated wetland conditions using USGS groundwater contour data from 1992. Would you like that?